Hi, it's Cory, and in this video, you're gonna learn all about how to tune your ukulele. In almost every single one of my videos, the very first thing we always talk about is to make sure your ukulele is in tune. It can be a little bit confusing to know exactly what that means and how to figure out if your ukulele is in tune or not. Tuning for a ukulele is the idea that each of the strings of the ukulele are tuned to a specific pitch. The chords that we make using our left hand, if you're a right-handed player, only work if your ukulele is tuned correctly. The reason why this is because we make chords, and chords are made up of multiple different pitches, and if you're not starting with the correct pitches, when you use your fingers to change the pitch of those strings, you're not going to end up having the correct chord. You can tune your ukulele in a couple different ways. The first way is to use a tuning app. There are a lot of different tuning apps out there. Some of them are paid, others are free. Personally, the one I use is Guitar Tuna. Guitar Tuna is just an app for the iPhone, or I believe it's on Android as well. The way Guitar Tuna works is you go into the app. So I'm just pulling it up on my phone. For me, I have it set to the ukulele. So you can see it shows the head of the ukulele. And basically all you do is it has you starting with the G here, and it has the pitch of G. On the ukulele, if you're looking at it this way, the G string's right here. So what's nice is what you're able to do is you can then pluck your ukulele, and it will tell you whether it's in tune or not. Now you can see when I pluck my ukulele, it says that it's a little bit out of tune. You'll know if it's in tune because the little arrow part here, it will go right in the middle and it will click. So right now I'm a little under pitch, so I need to use my tuning pegs up here to raise the pitch a little bit. So just a little. But now that's too high of a pitch, so I'm gonna go back down a little. And you could hear it clicked, saying that this is tuned correctly to the pitch of G. I would say most people I know that are not musicians often use an app like that. Now, the pros and the cons of the app is that apps are not always the most reliable tuners, just because you're using a mic from your phone. So depending on how good of a phone you can have like varying results. The most popular way that I know of that musicians use and they heavily rely on is using an electronic tuner. This is my electronic tuner. It is a Super Snark, and it's considered one of the best tuners. Now, what's really great about this is the way this works is rather than Guitar Tuna, how you select the instrument and then it shows you on the screen everything that it should be. One con I would say of a Snark is that you do need to know what the pitches should be for your ukulele. So for the ukulele, that is G, C, E, A. But all you do is you clip it on, turn it on, put it on the head of your ukulele, and you can see I'm gonna pluck my ukulele and it's gonna flash. And you can see it came up, it said G. I don't know how well you can see it in the screen, but it said G and then it was green. And when it's green, that means it's in tune. I can do that all the same with every single string. The picture that I use for tuning whenever I demonstrate, my ukulele is always in tune already. And then I say the fourth string should be G, the third string should be C, the second string should be E, and the first string should be A. And that sets you up for tuning. Now, I recognize that not everybody has the access to be able to get an app on their phone. A Snark can range between $10 to $25 or so, so that's also not accessible to everyone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tune up my ukulele here, and then I'm going to just continually pluck the G string, the C string, the E string, and the A string so that you can actually use this video to tune your ukulele. And again, the way that you actually change the length of the string to change the pitch is by using the tuning pegs up here. So the way that these works, if your strings have been put on correctly, the tuning pegs on the left side, If you turn them up, it's going to raise the pitch, and if you turn them down towards the ground, it's going to lower the pitch. On the other side, if you turn the pegs down, it's going to raise the pitch, and if you turn them up, it's going to lower the pitch. So it is opposites like that. So when your ukulele is in tune, you hear a G on the 4th string, a C on the 3rd string, an E on the 2nd string, and an A on the 1st string. So now I'm going to repeatedly strike the G separately and then go through the rest of the strings so you can use them to adjust to make sure your pitch matches up with mine. Here is the G. So if your ukulele is not the same pitch here, you can turn your tuning peg up or down until it matches pitch. Remember, you should be turning it up to raise the pitch and down to lower it. Here's the C. This is the 3rd string, the pitch of C. So remember, if your C string is not sounding the same, you can turn this peg, the one on the top on the left, up to raise the pitch, or down to lower it. Here's the E string. Now remember, if your ukulele has been strung properly, turning it down raises the pitch, turning it up lowers the pitch. Here's that E. The 2nd string. And here's the A. So again, if your 1st string or your A doesn't sound the same as this, you can turn your tuning peg down to raise the pitch or up to lower it. After you've adjusted your tuning pegs, you'll be ready to start playing. Now, if you've watched this video and you don't have a tuner at home, don't worry. I'm gonna record a separate video of just the tuning pitches so you can just easily reference that. All right, thanks so much, and I hope you have a great day.